Now, for Snoop to say him and Michael Harris are doing something together as a team, that tells you a lot of, I'm disappointed in that motherfucker, because if it weren't for me, you'd still be in prison doing life.
What you mean when you say that he'd still be in prison?
We did a video shoot in Long Beach. They pull up at the apartment. There's 4 guys in the car. It's Snoop, it's Lil Style, it's Malik. I think it was Sean Dog. Yeah, it was. Got through up a gang sign to them. They start chasing them in the Jeep. I got it. They shoots. And the guy got shot in his ass, ricocheted up and killed. I got him a hotel room, and they was all in the room. When me and Bunchy walked into the room, they was all crying. Why everybody so sad with watery eyes? They said, he getting life. We can't beat this case. I said, why? The lawyer said, well, the bodyguard has a 9mm, so we can't say he protected Snoop and shot the guy. Snoop had a .380. I said, that's not a problem. So all the bodyguard got to say is he was using .380 bullets in his 9mm.
Hello? This is Global Tellink. You have a prepaid call from
Suge.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Hey, Suge, so it's great to hear where you're at right now and how you thinking about everything and the perspective that you gained over these 9 years. But just talk a little bit about the change. Like, where were you at, psychologically before everything went down, that got you into prison?
Breaking news out of LA, a music industry mogul under arrest after a deadly hit and run.
There's the January 29th incident where Knight's truck apparently runs over the 2 men.
Like, think back to where was your mind at then to where you've evolved to now.
I was on some shit because, number one, they committed fraud against me and tried to fuck me out of my company. Once I was sentenced to come to prison, I want to be on my way to prison and be the type of man to play the victim role. I have a pity party. I don't believe in that. When you got time to do, you man up and you do your time. So it's a lot of things I had to work on. And first and foremost I had to work on was getting myself healthy, making my circle smaller, have a good team out there. And I felt I accomplished all those type of things, and I even worked on my relationship with God even better. I'm just not saying that you turn to prison and all of a sudden you're religious, I'm always religious. I just don't follow the church, I just don't follow man, I follow God. But the most important thing that kept me going to understand that I got people that really care about me, and I don't want for nothing. And I always say, if it's 5,000 people at a prison on East Yard, I know I'm doing better than 4,999. So that's always a good feeling to have. But it also gave me time to reflect on a lot of the stuff. I know a lot of things, some of the cards were dealt to me wrong, or they played dirty pool, even when it came to the fact that I got a default judgment against me when it came to my company. And even though I settled it twice, they still tried to work me out of it. And at that point, when you're on the streets and life is moving fast, sometimes you look like there's other things I can do instead of fighting for the past. When I got to prison, I was able to get in tip-top shape, get a lot of rest. No phones ringing because obviously no cell phones. And I was able to focus on the things I felt mentally. And I think it wasn't a good thing to be able to just let something go that I built. One of the things about that case, I I never got served to come to court. And my lawyers and their lawyers is all friends, and they never came to court. So that's how I got a default judgment for my attorney or myself not showing up. So when they gave them a default judgment against me, one of the things was crazy. Said Lydia Harris told the judge that her partner was attorney David Kenner after her judgment. When I talked to David Kenner, he said that's not true. I filed bankruptcy and tried to get in trouble. I never claimed death row. I never had any. I never had any stock or ownership in death row. So the first time we started going to, before we even went to court, I said, you know what, I just settle again. They was talking $2 million, $3 million. It went all the way down to $1 million. So Castleman was Lydia Harris' attorney, and he accepted the $1 million. Lydia told me that, can I give her a cash check for $900 or some thousand and give her $10,000 cash because she needed to feed her daughter. So I gave her cash and for $10,000 and gave the rest of the cashier's check. As time went on, they tried to ignore the settlement. So at first, Lydia Harris wouldn't show up to court. But it was a while back. It's still on the internet somewhere where Michael Harris, Goldberg, guy they called a captain, another guy was on the phone, and they were saying, look, man, we know the judge. We got the judge in our hip pocket. We're going to say this. There's a night attorney's going to say, and the judge don't fuck them. And that's exactly what they did. And so she never showed up from the questionnaire. So it was brought to my attention to show them that it was settled and do a chapter 11 and go to court and show the judge. As we was doing that,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
basically on my side. So one day we come to court and Dan McCarthy looks a little upset. I said, what's up? He said, man, this dude, they speak to me because they didn't threaten my family and so I can't do a good job for you. I represent you. I said, what? So I was going to get on the dude. So I told the fool, I was like, man, you gotta let me know how to lawyers, you know. And Dan said, no, don't trip, let's go. He said, let's trip, but he said, let's just go inside the courtroom. We go inside the courtroom. I'm sitting with Diddy, which is my attorney, our accountant, another guy, and Lydia goes and says, you threatening me, and starts shouting at the top of her lungs. You know, like, damn, what's going on? The woman judge, you know, the court and said, what's going on? Why is she shouting? Somebody threatening her. Next thing you know, 14 marshals came to arrest me. So Dan McCarthy goes and said, no. I'm his attorney. I'm sitting right here. Mr. Knight haven't said a word to nobody. He said, the reason why they saying that, person got threatened is my wife. They said, your wife? He said, yeah. Michael Harris sent some guys over and threatened my wife and said, I keep doing a good job for Mr. Knight. They're going to do something to her and my family. When they said that, they wanted Dan McCarthy to take a deposition with the feds. It was in federal court, which he did. So when that happened, they said it was too much for a woman judge